Because she's dead, I'm weak, then you understand very little. If you were any part of killing her, you're not afraid, then you understand nothing at all. So for your own sake, understand this. I am the Doctor. I'm coming to find you, and I will never, ever stop.
Hey guys, how's it going? So the heat of the last couple of days is finally broken. You can see some clouds in the sky. Thankfully, it was like 1,000,000 degrees, far too hot. So I'm glad that that's over now. Just walking Finn, there's a carnival in the park. So that starts at 2 o'clock and finishes at 10, and it's just like a thumping disco. So that's fun. I live right near it, so it's like the disco's in the sitting room with me. Makes me feel uneasy, but it's all good. It's all good. It's not going to be for too much longer, I don't think. Sunday today, so I'm assuming this is like the last main day of it, and then it'll just be a couple evenings, and they'll be away again. Why are we spending so much time talking about the carnival? No idea. Got the Beatles record, so we'll go and have a look at that at some point. And yeah, we'll just spend another couple of minutes talking about Beatles records like we do every week these days. So let's go and have a look. Okay, how's it going? So we got the record. It is Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. Really could do without that light being on, but anyway. It's got this sweet insert. Which is cool. So I've found out that these come out on Wednesdays. I don't know why I always walk up on Sunday morning to buy them. They've already been out for 4 days. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to start going up on Wednesdays and getting them. There was only one in this time, so I don't know if they've cut the order down to one or what, but we're definitely going to get on top of that now, anyway. So yeah, it's cool. 6 tracks, 6 Beatles songs on the A side, and the B side is a score written by, it's the guy who produced Sgt. Pepper, what's his name? George Martin. So I've never heard this one. I've heard pretty much all the songs on it. Yellow Submarine, Only a Northern Song, All You Need Is Love. So yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to this this afternoon. So Sgt. Pepper is 50 this year. Is this really fuzzy? Sgt. Pepper's 50 this year. Next week, 1st of June. So that's cool. There'll be a bit of celebrations for that. I'm sure there's a new edition of the album coming out. I'm going to look into it. I don't know. By this point I've got 2 copies, so I don't really need any more, but we'll wait and see if there's a nice vinyl edition. We'll see what happens. I've been watching Twin Peaks and Doctor Who non-stop. I've caught up with Doctor Who, Capaldi's run. Went back and watched all his kind of main episodes. If you've not seen Hellbent, I think it is, or Hellbent, it's the second last episode of season 9. Holy crap, that was awesome. That's it at the start of this video, actually. So that's what that's from. And yeah, Twin Peaks, just anything and everything. There's the book as well, look, the other one. I've got in here, I've got these out for afterwards. Yeah, the Dale, did I show these last week? Dale Cooper's book and Laura Palmer's book. So chuffed. Going to be reading them this week as well. Also, Fire Walk with Me. Anybody who's been watching the new one, they mention a character called Philip Jeffries at the end of episode 4. He's in Fire Walk with Me. It's actually David Bowie's character, and unfortunately they didn't get a chance to film with Bowie before he died, so that's just going to be, you know, Bowie was going to be in this series just for a little bit maybe, but still he was going to be in it. That's really unfortunate. That's kind of it for the records. I never got a single comic this week, and it's a bank holiday, so my books are going to be extra late. I don't think I'm going to see any before Wednesday. So I'm really annoyed. I think Batman Shadow #2 was out. Yeah, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. I've got my eyes on a couple of Atlas comics. I really want a Marvel from before they were Marvel, so I've got my eyes on a few, and we'll see which one I'll go for. I want like it's really late, it's really bad. I don't particularly want a specific issue. I just want one that looks like a Marvel book before they were Marvel, if you see what I mean. It'll all become clear when I get one if you don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, so that's it. We'll see what else is going on next. But I just wanted to say, like, I've been getting about, like, on average about 70 views every week, and, not that many comments. Not that it's a problem, but I just wanted to say, to everybody who is watching and not commenting, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I guess some of those views will be from me going back into the video to reply to other people's comments. I'm not quite sure how that works, but it's cool. It's cool to know that there's folk watching and there's folk that enjoy it. So thank you very much, and I really mean that. I'm not just saying it. Anyway, let's go see what else is going on. Okay, so you can hear the carnies are kicking off across the road. I've had to open the window up here. It's roasting. Anyway, I've been looking through all my boxes and stuff, and I just wanted to pull these out and show you, because I have no idea what's going on in these. I've had these for must be almost 10 years. I got them at a charity shop, like in just a bag and board, all three of them for a couple of quid, I can't remember. But it's Bean World, Tales of the Bean World. They're on Eclipse, which is what immediately drew me to them, because I was obviously collecting Miracle Man at the time. But this is it. So there's like a glossary here of various phrases that are used in the series, but I don't think I've never read those two. I don't think I've ever made it through this one. It is just, it reminds me of things like Tank Girl, Multiple Warheads, what's the other one, Milk and Cheese, stuff like that. I don't want to say it's avant-garde, because it's probably not, but it makes absolutely no sense to me. I was wondering if somebody could shine some light on it. I was trying to find an artist there. There's no name. Again, it's probably, I'm assuming it's the same writer and artist. But yeah, I've just got absolutely no idea about these. I don't even think I've even opened these. But yeah, it just seems to be absolute nonsense that's happening. I mean, it's really nice looking. I feel like I should know what's going on, but I have no idea. Bean World is a separate reality. It's not just a place, it's a process. It is what it is, and that's all, folks. Fair enough. But yeah, anyone's got any information on this, I'd be much appreciated. Oops, don't want to damage the cover. Anyway, let's see what's going on across the road. I had to go that way because the floor was messy. Doesn't look like a lot of fun from here, but there's a burger van right there. You can see it, Deli Deluxe it says, not Deli. We'll be going there for tea, I think. Alright, so I forgot to mention this. I picked up this week. It's Lord of the Rings, obviously, from 1969, and it's the first time that the three books were collected together. So this is quite a rare book, I guess. Kind of like a mid-level kind of collector's one, if you see what I mean. You don't have to go for a crazy first edition, but you can still get a kind of a rarer collectible book. This one, really weirdly, has got this weird printing thing in it. It looks like the pages have been torn, but they're not, because they've been. Looks like it's been printed that way. I'm tearing that corner. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to show you this. Yeah. Anyway, you can see it. It's like they've been torn, but they can't have been torn because of the overlap, if you see what I mean. Anyway, Lord of the Rings. Okay, so finally, and then I'll leave you alone. The one of the rides across the road there has got a heap of like celebrities and stuff painted on it, and Jane was just telling me how bad they are. I wanted to make a John Romita Jr. joke, say that he must have done the art on them, but I'm gonna have to say it's like Ardy and Saif, because after seeing those things, it's like a hate crime. So I'm not gonna say anything in this next clip, but I'm just gonna go walk around and you can see them. Just a little tip: look out for Nick Cage. That's Jane's favourite one. So we'll see you next week.